What do you want to say about intimacy? Intimacy.
Intimacy is probably the most important thing in my life. And
wait, let's pause with that for a second. Intimacy is probably the most important thing in my life. That's what I think a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old would say if they had the mind of an adult.
I think every human being seeks intimacy. I think it's something we all want and desire very intensely. To be like able to be who you are nakedly with someone. Not feel like you have to put on any mask. Not feel like you have to put on a show or anything. You can just be you. And you can stare that person in their eyes.
I think you just cured all addictions with intimacy. Because what are people doing when they're and I'm not against it because I'm in the club too. What are people doing at the club? Why do people do drugs? Why do they go through all these steps? Intimacy.
But I've also discovered that intimacy is a lot wider than just being exhausted on a interpersonal level. There's a certain intimacy with life itself. And it's so beautiful. You know, the intimacy you have with another person, that's beautiful.
We are being intimate with you right now. What's that behind you? That's pretty cool. I think you're a very awesome person. We just wanted you to know that.
So I think it also goes back to the discussion on vulnerability that we had, right? I think vulnerability is a big component.
Vulnerability, it's an ability. With the being human teaches us not to think it's an ability. It teaches us to think it's a weakness.
And it's not a weakness at all. It's so powerful. So powerful because it brings you closer to intimacy with life. When you're intimate with another person, you start to become intimate with life. You become open to the flow, the flux, the ever-changing nature of your experience. It's always changing.
And I just noticed, but I don't think I've ever told you, that you've taught me over the years that intimacy is also with a man, even though we're both straight. Intimacy is with a man. Intimacy, even though I did it probably even before I met you, but it was like yeah, even when I'll tell you like a creepy thing I do. When I'm at Starbucks or if I'm at a place, when I grab the change, I touch the people's hands. But just like in a subtle type of way. I don't go. It's like I grab my change and I just grab their hand. Because your hands have a lot of energy in it, and I've seen he even takes it further than me, and a lot of time he really connects with people at the at Ralph's and different places. It's like I'm surprised there's not pornography music there. It's totally raw and loving. That was kind of a joke, but there's intimacy there more than some people have relationships. He's like intimate with the cashiers.
Yeah, intimacy with life itself, right?
Yes.
And each and every one of those people is a piece of life, you know? That's what they are. And to look at them as a piece of life is a way to relate to them on a deeper level, you know? Rather than just as like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, well, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then like leaving, it's like, no, like, hello, like, oh, you're so beautiful today. And I'm like so happy to see you and be conversing with you, you know? Because we're all a part of this dance of life, and I want to share this love and intimacy that I'm developing with life, and making with life. I'm making love with life, and I'm going to make love with life through my interactions with people, and like bring light to their eyes, fill their hearts with the nectar from the pollen of life's heart, which is that vibrating presence inside of me.
And everybody wants that. And the thing that sucks about being human, like when I was on my way to Alex, is that how you say Alex? No, Alex house.
My true nature is nameless. But
nameless.
This body does carry the name Alec.
Yes, Alec.
And I will respond if you call me Alec.
Yes.
Or Alex.
So
close enough.
When I was on the way to his house, this young lady that I'd never seen before told me nice shirt. And as many compliments as, I've seen him do on campus, and as many compliments that I did, I go, that was kind of rare. Probably was because I wasn't necessarily as open to that as I should. I see smiles, I see different things, but as far as to give me a compliment, as many compliments as I gave it, but a lot of times, most men might attack that. All of a sudden they get that compliment, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, what's your number type thing. which I don't. I'm not one to like every girl that's attracted to me I have to have sex with. But I may be thinking it. I'm totally honest. But I don't like feel like I have. That's a lot of energy to put out in the universe, type of thing. So, the fact that it was like, yeah, it was so awesome. It's like, why ruin that situation? It was very cool. I wanted it, and I actually when I rounded back and was driving back, I wanted to like give her a compliment. But I'm like, no, why don't I sit with that? It doesn't have to be like that. So
there's certainly there's a lot of fear when it comes to intimacy, right? We want intimacy, but we're also afraid of it because of the pain it can bring, right? And this goes back to the Khalil Gibran poem. Avoiding pain, not wanting to be heartbroken by opening yourself so completely to another human. C.S. Lewis once said, to love at all is to be vulnerable. And there's a certain fear in that. I've experienced that fear, I've also experienced like heartache. But to shun the heartache and therefore not have the courage to love and to live and to be vulnerable, it's going to come with a lot of regret, Do you want to live life, or do you want to have your decisions be made by fear?
Because the pains is there anyways. Even if you don't deal with it, the pain's even there. It's like even going back to prescription drugs, like say people take and I'm pro consciousness, not anti drugs. So when I say like for drugs for attention deficit disorder or drugs for depression, science has shown by their own numbers that the depression is still there. The pain is still there. It just helps the person to cope. So when you are riddled in fear without doing drugs, when you have your I'm in my bubble as a drug, not doing any type of drug, but I'm in my bubble, I'm in my comfort zone, that's your drug, the pain's still there. I do it too. So the pain's still there. So when we put ourselves in a vulnerability, that's when the process of all the mentors and all the different situations to heal and transform that pain into bliss, which is the best drug on the planet.
Through consciousness, right?
Yes.
Do you want to raise in consciousness, or do you want to shy from that? Through being afraid to embark on the arduous journey of the heart in its path to awakening.
I think he's talking to you and you. Oh, you notice you all of a sudden have to go to the bathroom right now? That's your vulnerability speaking to you. That's you connecting. That's you connecting with your instinct. And you're trying to shy away from it. But no matter where you go, you're going to have to go to the bathroom, right? So no matter where you go, your purpose lies. And just like going to the bathroom, it's all about letting go.